We're stoked about the latest hotness to hit the shelves, Ghost of Tsushima, and we've finally got copies in our hands. Well, almost all of our hands. I made a mistake, but I will tell you about it later. Anyways, this game is a masterpiece so far from what we've experienced, and we chat about what stood out to us and why we think this game is getting such high ratings across the board. All that and more this week on the Free Play Podcast.
You are listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network.
What's up, nerds? My name is Bubba Stallcup, and you're listening to the Free Play Podcast, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. And joined with me, as always, are a couple of my co-hosts and a few of the co-founders here at Love Thy Nerd, Matt Warmbier.
It's your boy.
Gross. And Kate Katawaki.
Hello.
It's your girl.
Okay, thank you.
Why don't you go by that, Kate?
Your girl.
I've never really... I just don't think it suits me.
Oh, it absolutely does. It's like J apostrophe
I just think there could be
girl.
something better. I just think there could be something better out there.
G-U-R-L, like G-girl.
Out there
Right.
for me, something better.
Well, what do you call yourself? Like, what do you say? Like, I say it's your boy, and you would say, when you like are talking about yourself, what would you say?
It me.
I know what you said. Me,
Yeah,
Kate. Yeah.
it's decent. We'll work on it.
Katawaki.
See,
We'll
it
work on
me.
it, everybody.
It's shorter and quicker to the point than yours.
I don't.
Is it,
no.
though?
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
It me. It's like one clap.
Your girl.
It's one clap.
I think you hit your microphone.
Yeah,
I think
you
so
did.
too.
As you were
Sorry.
trying to clap. Hey,
I
clap
Your
think-
it
girl
hard.
did. Yeah, your
I
girl
think it's
did.
actually
Yeah.
for what's that grammar when you clap and it says while you're saying a word and however many claps.
Syllables?
Yes, there we go. Syllables. I just blanked on that. So that's what I was
Syllables?
trying to do with what you just heard.
I would just like to point out
The
that
syllable test.
Jagirl, Kate Katawaki over here, just finished her first semester in college.
Like grad school.
No, my
Grad
first
school.
year. It was more than a semester. It was the first
master's
year.
class. Yeah.
They didn't once ask about syllables, though. Actually, that's
Yeah, can
false. We did a whole unit on it with speech.
And you
I
aced
was going to
it.
say, can you guess what she didn't cover?
Aced
It was more about consonants and like other things.
Continents.
continents.
Continents. Things like that.
Asia. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, hey, we're not going to spend too much time jabber-jocking
Why?
here because we're going to do
Why?
the rest of it for the.
What are you talking
This-
about?
That's we're gonna. It was okay. It was a lie. All right, fine. It was a lie. I lied.
I
You
was just
caught me.
asking.
I
Jabber
didn't
jock
know
it all
anybody
up,
was
man.
gonna call me out here. This is if this is your first time with the Free Play Podcast, this is what we do the whole episode. I just kind of want to get through some of the stuff, like the stuff that we got going on here.
Hey, don't let us stop you. Go
Fine.
right ahead.
Fine.
I want to make sure that we plug and talk about Twitch. That
All right.
we
Well,
do
we'll
have
just
a
do
Twitch channel.
what Bubba wants to do. So go ahead.
Thank you. Was that hard? I don't think it was.
I'm
wasn't,
dying
no.
inside.
Yeah.
Oh.
Geez, this is what Matt does all the time. It's just whatever
Fine.
Bubba wants
Yeah,
to do.
it.
That's why we work so well together.
Hey, whatever you want, boss. We got it.
Yeah. Hey, also, before I get too far along, let us know on Twitter at FreePlayPodcast, hashtag Jagirl, if Kate should kind of adopt that as a moniker going forward. I think that she should. And I don't mind. I don't mind waiting that.
Maybe I'll make it a poll, and they can vote.
Okay.
Jagirl will make the poll.
If I remember.
Yeah.
Give me the
Then
info.
you can-
Give me the login right now.
Pretty sure
call
you
me,
have
beat
it.
me if you want to reach me.
I do.
Right,
I'm sure
Matt?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
So, hey, real quick, we do have a Twitch.tv account. Nobody
Say
says that. Nobody says
what?
they have a
Try to say it
Twitch.tv
like
account.
more
Try
cooler
it.
and
Try it again.
normal.
Yeah. Try it again from the top.
You've got mail.
Say what?
It's an invite to our Twitch channel.
Oh.
And so
Was that
you're gonna wanna go to-
Twitch.tv?
No, it's actually
my.
Justin TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
all
used
the
to
rage.
stream on when I used to stream. I streamed on Justin TV. I had a
I
stream
never
called Club
once.
Awesome.
Is it still no? Because Justin TV became Twitch, right? Like that.
It's
That's what
gone.
happened, right?
It's gone, but Club Awesome was actually pretty sweet. Anyways.
Memories. It was all Clash of Clans, guys. It was
It had
fantastic.
nothing to do with Clash of Clans. That was way before I played Clash of Clans.
It was a top 10 ways to murder your Sims.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, a Christian's top 10 ways to murder your Sims. Anyway, you're going to want to go to twitch.tv/lovethynerd. And we have a stream schedule up. We stream Tuesday through Saturday every night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we would love if you guys came and hung out with us, chatted. If you like the game, hey, that's cool. If not, come anyway.
Cool.
Drop some bits. Spend some Skrilla.
Hey, I
Literally
spent
and
some. I
figuratively.
spent some for the first time in the last chat. I was
How'd you feel?
I feel good, but Bubba didn't acknowledge Horpins like I paid him to. So.
Oh, yeah.
I did too. I blessed him up. Did you just say that you spended?
Spentified.
I spent.
Yeah, well,
Spent.
people that are listening to the podcast, you heard it too, and you did a double take with your earballs. Yeah, so there are things that you can do in the chat. If you're not familiar with Twitch or any of that mess, head on over to twitch.tv. Make an account. Even if you barely ever even watch, come and hang out with us every Tuesday through Saturday, and we've got a bunch of different things that are going on. Starting on Tuesday, which is several days in the past, but
No,
in the future.
Well, yeah.
Several, both and. Matt is actually going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima. And
I'm doing
so
it Tuesday? I thought you were up Tuesday.
I am going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, Mike.
Actually, I don't know because we have an LTN Con planning meeting and we need to talk about that. If it's that night, Matt will be playing Ghost of Tsushima.
I will be.
And if I'm playing, I'll be playing Paper Mario Origami King,
Yay! I want to see
which
it.
I'm kind of jazzed about.
Have you
I
started it
didn't
yet?
play no, I'm going in like fresh.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is kind of a terrifying thing, but I'm going to do it.
No, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you
My
will
daughter-
be fine. You could do it.
Well, we'll see.
Just
I mean,
do
I
a
don't
good job
promise
because I'm
anything.
thinking about buying the game. So I just
Well,
want to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, not a sponsor. I'm going to play the game. My daughter saw it because I bought the physical copy, and my daughter saw
Congrats.
it on my desk, and she's like, "Hey, Daddy, can I play the Mario game?" And I was like, well, "Which one do you want to play?" She's like, "The one with the paper on it." And I'm like, "No, baby, I'm sorry, you can't." Because here's the deal.
harsh.
She's 5, and like on the back of it, it says you need basic reading ability to fully enjoy this game, and she has basic reading
Well,
ability.
then you got to teach her how to read. What are you
You
doing?
just sit with her.
I
I
don't
want Naomi to
wanna
stream.
do that. Yeah, well, she started playing some other game yesterday, and it's like it was on Switch, so it was part of the NES or SNES classic stuff, and it's like Bejeweled, and you can all you can do is switch 2 spaces.
Oh, yeah. Puyo,
Of the gems. You know what I'm there it is. And so I'm like, oh, hey, well, there's got to be a way for you to flip it vertically. You cannot. It is just horizontal, and it's frustrating. And so to figure it out, I
yeah,
sat
I'm
down.
out.
I was like, hey, baby, let me see how to do this for you. I played for like 10 minutes straight, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I went from level 1 to level 30 in that time because Daddy was laser focused on beating this game.
No, honey, come on.
Yeah, don't talk to me. And they kept talking about like my 8-year-old son, because they have timers when they play. And he's like,
We do too now.
well, now, Nene, you know that Daddy's been playing on your timer, so you only have X minutes. And I'm like, oh, no, that's not how this works. You're not the dad. I'm the
Just
dad.
because you brought that up, she's getting 10 more.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the funny thing is, he's super grounded for like several months.
Chicken
And so-
sandwich?
Oh,
well, basically.
my.
Basically chicken sandwich.
Your children
so-
are always grounded.
So yeah, from video games for sure, man. Like, I don't know why they even like them. They can never play them. So I'm playing, and he's trying to, coach her because that's his quote unquote way of getting around his grounding. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Twitch. We were talking about Twitch. That's what we were doing. I'm going to be playing Paper Mario. Matt's going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima on PlayStation 4, which it's the only console that it's on.
And I promised to keep my PlayStation 4 away from the microphone.
Golly, the
Why was
fans
it
on
making
that thing.
it was
It's
really
so
working.
loud. It's probably a foot and a half away from the microphone, and it's so loud.
Wow.
And you can always
best
tell.
part
I wasn't
about
in
it-
that stream because I haven't Well, we'll get to the games.
Oh, go
later.
back and watch the video on demand. The best part about it was Matt at one point like moved it, and he's like, "Oh, that's probably better," and it got worse.
I turned the fan away from it was
like-
pointing at the microphone. I turned it away.
In classic
It sounded like
Matt,
you pointed the microphone directly at
Yeah,
the.
I was like,
classic
you like
Matt
that?
fashion.
you like that?
Move the
Try to
microphone right
fix-
by it.
Try to fix something and make it worse, like exactly what he did before we started recording.
Classic
I'm
Matt.
fine. I'm learning. I'm pretty competent now with some things.
You're confident.
I'm
Yes.
competent with some things. Just don't mess it up too much.
I mean, you touched one thing earlier, and it just
I fixed
That's
it.
true.
I fixed it. I just had one question. I can ask a question.
The one question was how to make an umbrella.
I got it. I went to it. I went to the thing.
well, you're fine now.
You did.
right?
Hey, it's
Let's
it's
just say
fixed.
the drop down menu was not giving me the selection of USB audio. Okay, and look at me now. Look at me now.
at me
I'm
now,
in your
Mom.
ear hole.
Well, it sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, it's for
It
everyone
wasn't.
else's problem now.
Yeah. It felt personal.
Either
to
way,
me.
it'll be over there because I have a 10-foot HDMI cable, so it can be
Oh,
over
that's
there on the
right. I
piano.
sent you one.
What?
I sent you a very long HDMI cable. Did you find it, or did you go buy one?
Yeah, no, I have one. That's the one.
Yeah, that's got to be the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, man. Well, hey, again, twitch.tv/lovethynerd. Come and hang out with us. Follow, subscribe. If you have Prime, Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. Go ahead and add those two things together, and you can actually subscribe to us for no extra dollars than you're already paying for your Amazon Prime subscription.
I need to do that.
And that,
You haven't done it yet?
for the love, Kate, are you kidding me?
no, because
Kate,
Stephen
do
Campoverde
it
bought me
right
the
now.
thing. No,
Do
he
it
bought me
right
the
now.
thing.
He
The
gifted
sub.
you a sub?
Yeah. So why would I
What a
do it
guy.
right now then?
Go ahead.
What a
and-
guy.
And undo the gift that he gave me. That's so mean.
Whoa, why don't you just
I'll do it later at another
Double up.
time.
we'll remind
Here's
you.
what I want you. I want you to go and do it for somebody else, just so you know how to do it.
Yeah. Go do it for Frost.
Do it for Frost.
What do you mean?
Oh, Kate, there's no time.
Caitlin.
Okay, well, tell me later.
Yeah, classic Kate, right? Classic Kate.
See,
After I
am
just made fun of
proficient.
Matt for not being able to do anything.
I'm out. It says click any button. I don't have an any button. How do we? Yeah.
Any.
Oh man.
I hate
Okay, so
this.
let's move on to what we have been playing. Oh no. Screed. Back up. I learned
Right.
today.
Skirt.
I was today years old when I learned that now in the Amazon app, like the Amazon Buy Stuff app,
Oh, yeah.
you now have access to Amazon Smile. So if you have not gone to smile.amazon.com and set us, Love Thy Nerd, as your charity of choice, please do that. And then creep on over into the app, because I know when you're sitting on the throne that you're buying a lot of stuff that you probably don't need, but I'm going to go ahead and okay it for this reason.
I love
Turn on Smile. It's in the settings. We've got a lot of information on that. We'll have it in the show notes, gifts and all.
Oh, all right.
And
Let
you
me write
can
it down.
use the app to do Smile. It was impossible to do it beforehand.
No, it wasn't impossible. I found the best workaround, but you don't need to do it now. You put it
Well,
in your
here's-
cart. You
To
put
your
it in your
desktop.
cart in the app, and then you go to your Chrome, log in there, and just buy it that way.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Now
easy, but
you can
do
just
it.
you can
Yep.
just check out. It will use Smile in the app if you enable it.
You
So
smile, I smile.
we all smile for
Here's
What is
the
it?
here's the thing though,
Something?
is that we're just
When you
we had just heard about this today, you and I, Bubba. But the thing is that someone else had heard about using Amazon Smile in the app for 2
Oh, well,
months
yes,
and
I'm
didn't say
getting some
anything.
interference. Well, here's the thing. I thought
So for
everyone
some
already...
reason, someone was withholding the information. It's weird.
No. Louisville has a hub for Amazon. We're ahead of our time. That's why I can get 1 day delivery here.
same day delivery.
That's what I meant. Same day delivery. So
That must be nice. We'll
honestly,
get to
beyond
my
that,
struggle
I
later.
thought that you all got the same message because I got it and I was like, oh, sweet. Everyone's getting
No,
that today, huh?
No.
I learned about it from Chris. If it was it like in the app, it sent you a thing, or
I
was
think
it-
you get like a notification on your phone.
I don't need any more notifications. Thank you.
Well,
though. I appreciate that.
Same, thank you.
I surround myself with people who care about things, and so that's how I learn.
You're welcome. Oh
Yeah.
wait, it wasn't
I
my
may
it
not-
Not
wasn't me.
you. You
May not be
didn't-
Somebody
watching the
else.
news these days, but man,
Somebody
if I got
else,
some
that's not
people
me. Hey, just do that thing.
now Now we're moving on. Hey, let's talk about some of the games that we have been playing. And just to kind of switch things up, Kate, we're going to start with you.
Finally.
Well, here's the thing is I've been waiting. Okay. Rewind 2 seconds.
Wow,
I did not
this
care
preamble.
Did you buy
about
it with Amazon Smile?
No, I didn't, because no one told me
I
that you could
cannot
use it through the app.
believe you, Kate.
I never buy stuff with Amazon Smile. It's so bad.
Are you kidding me?
I always
Guys,
just forget.
buy
Okay.
so much
Founder.
stuff.
Katie's a founder of this organization and refuses to help us.
No, it's not that I refuse. It's that I forget.
Who are you
It's
working
too
for?
You send me a
very-
check
Yeah,
right now.
and
You
what
send me a
does he
check
do?
right now, Kate.
I can't. I need it to buy more shoes.
Kate does not have a checkbook.
65 cents.
65 cents, a whopping 65 cents. So here's the thing.
I cannot believe it.
You know that I've had this habit where I pre-order games like the day or two before they come out, or like
Yeah,
a week before they
classic
come
Kate.
out. So I didn't care about this Ghost of Tsushima, however you say it, game
Yeah, that's the one.
until the day before it came out, and suddenly I just felt like I needed to have it.
I tried to warn you a week ago today. I was like, hey, it's like Red Dead Samurai.
Well, I forgot that you'd said
I tagged you at least in 2 locations. I tried to give you the heads up. Trust me. And then she comes on Thursday and she's like, I just had this brilliant idea. I'm going to pre-order this game. I came up with this idea by myself.
Samurai game.
I did not say I came up with the idea by myself. I said I didn't care about this game before, despite all that I'd said and seen and whatever about the
think-
game. I didn't care
Matt,
about
when you
it.
posted about it and you said Red Dead Samurai, I think even then Kate was like, nah.
No, I
And
didn't.
I was like, Kate, it's got a bomb photo mode. And you're like, nah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
She-
No, that.
It needed to be her own idea.
Inception.
I'm not even going to deny
Well-
that because that's a well-known struggle. But I didn't care about. I didn't care about the game. Suddenly, I decided you guys were talking about it, and I don't know if it was my FOMO or what, or this false idea implantation thing that I have, where I was
thing,
like,
yeah.
you know what?
Gross.
No, I've decided I need. I've decided I need the game, so I pre-ordered it the day before. And you'd think,
And
Look
oh,
at you.
lo and behold, who doesn't have it?
me.
Yep. It ain't me.
Sorry.
I'll tell you that much.
I don't have
Juggerl.
Girl
I don't have it. So it's almost been a week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, not quite.
It seems like a week.
It's been like
So-
five days or something. I ordered it on Thursday. Was that
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, the
I
day before.
ordered
Got
it
it.
on Thursday, the 16th. It comes out the 17th. You'd think, Amazon's like quick with the delivery, right? Oh, they're like, oh, it's coming on Tuesday.
Okay, so here's the deal. I went to GameStop.
Oh, I may have had
And
the same thing.
Yeah, I went to GameStop and I was like,
Y'all got heroes go Tsushima?
yeah, I mean, hey, y'all got that? Go Tsushima. And so, like, I asked them for Paper Mario and Ghost, and they were like, well, we can get you hooked up with Paper Mario today, which actually kind of says a lot to me. But they were like, yeah, we'll get you hooked up with Paper Mario. Unfortunately, I would have to send a copy of Ghost to your house. And I looked her in the eyes and I was like, I'll probably just go to Walmart and check them out. And I was like, I really do hate to say that out loud, and I'm sorry, but I'll probably just check there.
So you
I'll come
threatened
back
her.
if they don't
So
have
you
it.
threatened her.
I didn't,
Oh.
I didn't threaten Jack. I was just telling her. I was like,
give me
this
your
is kind of
copy
where
or
I'm at.
else Walmart's getting all my money.
And so
I had similar. I did the same thing, Bubba. I was like, hey, can I get that game? They're like, well, did you pre-order? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh,
Say-
well,
say it to my face.
And he said that his store just got enough for the pre-orders. There were other stores that didn't even get enough for the
That
pre-orders.
is
Yes.
very weird.
So
And
that
that's
not weird?
I think that's the He was like, it's not even a GameStop issue. This is just like a distribution issue that they had because of COVID with Ghost. And he was like, look, man, we got enough for our pre-orders, because that's what he's like. Did you pre-order it? I'm like, no, I mean, obviously this conversation is telling you that I didn't. But we got enough just for the pre-orders. And he's like, I got 2 extra copies, and that was it. Usually, it's not a problem.
Yep.
You get plenty of copies. But so as I'm talking, he's like, hey man, hold on a second. He like tells me to hold on, tells the cashier, don't check him out yet. And so she's like, oh, well, do you have an account with us? And so I actually re-upped my GameStop
congratulations.
like rewards, my power up rewards, which I I do like once a year. I maybe never use it, but it's like $15. It does have perks. I'd like it to be there if I do.
Loaded.
Yeah, Game Informer, yeah.
Well, digital.
Digital
I didn't
Game
go-
Informer. Yeah,
I didn't go all
same.
the way. And so she's like, all right, here's your Paper Mario, kind of gets it going. And then he's on the phone and he like reaches under the counter and puts a copy of Ghost on the table for her to sell to me. And it's the launch day edition. And I'm like, oh, let's go. Turns out he like looked on the list of people who only had $5 down on it and was like calling them like, hey, are you going to pick up this copy? We're already short on copies. I got somebody here right now that wants to buy one.
That's cool.
Wow.
And so he called one of the workers, one of his employees, because this is the store manager, calls one of the employees and is like, hey, are you going to pick this up? And she's like, yeah, I'll pick it up in a couple of days. He's like, what's a couple of days? Because I have to sell this on Sunday if you don't come pick it up.
Right.
So this is a fun fact for everybody listening.
Allegedly,
For GameStop-
Clausen, please confirm.
Please. For GameStop anyway, they can only hold them for a few days, like 48 hours after the street date. And then you can come back in on Sunday and ask if there are any copies of XYZ game. Bear in mind, and obviously this is where I was going to go to if it happened, you can go and there is no shortage of digital downloads. It's just not how it works.
Right.
Yeah, but
Right?
the physical is much
This is a
more
physical
special.
copy, first world prop right here. And so, anyway, long story short, dude was like, "Hey man, here you go," and I was like, "Hey man, thank you." If you guys are familiar with the arcade, the podcast that we had, prior to this with Game Church,
Probably not.
I am
What?
award winning.
It was.
So I ragged on this shop, my local game store, my local game. What is it called? My local
Shop.
GameStop.
store.
Keep trying.
One stop, can't stop shop. Before, because every time I went in, they called me honey and sweetie, and I couldn't. I needed to be away from that.
That's great. I love it.
It's the same manager. I never had a problem with him. It's the same manager. When I did the Pokemon Shield event, he was there. Dude's a cool guy. He had like homemade cookies for people that were in line for the
pretty baller.
launch event.
Clausen,
anyway,
do you do that for your store? Or?
Long story, yeah. Long story short, he sells me this copy, and then so she's just doing her thing. Hey, do you want to get the protection plan on this? And each game's XYZ number of dollars and covers it for blah blah blah. And I'm like, I usually no. And then I look at him, and he's not even looking at me. He's on his phone, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I do. I'm happy that I re-upped my power up, and yeah, go ahead and tack on the extra dollars for the whatever. I'm probably never going to use it, but protection plan, yes. Honestly, anything you ask me for right now, I'm probably going to say yes to. And I looked across and I was like, and it's because you did a solid for me. Like I appreciate that, and I want you to know that I appreciate that. Like,
And he
you're
said,
probably not going to care.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have
He's like,
anything to do
whatever,
with me.
bro. But I was like, that. This is a small way that I can say thank you. Yeah, I'll get the protection plan.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
Well,
So
Amazon didn't
That's
ask
my
me
story,
that.
Kate. You
Amazon
should have
didn't
gone
ask
to
me
GameStop.
that. It just said, no, the GameStop here has like, if anyone was going to not have it, it would be the
You don't
GameStop by
know,
my
Kate.
house.
You don't know.
But
Matt
I
went
bought
to
it.
GameStop.
Oh, whatever though. But I bought it. I pre-ordered it. I got it up from Amazon. I wasn't really in that much of a rush, but I
Kate
thought
doesn't
I'd
leave
get
her
here
house
quicker.
only to hike.
Yeah, I only leave my house to hike. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of true actually. But
Boom, roasted. Your girl knows. Wait.
so I'm not playing this new game. That's all the hype
right. That's what
because
we're
I'm
talking
waiting for it.
Yes.
So it's supposed to come tomorrow, but in the meantime, I've been trying to busy myself with other games. Persona 5 did come for me in the mail from Zach Carpenter.
Yeah.
I did
Hey.
not start it because once I start it, I want to finish it.
Give it a full go,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have to play it after I play Ghost. So that's gonna be on the schedule. So I did what anyone would do. I played a little bit of Red Dead.
Jump back in Red Dead, yeah.
I jumped back into Red Dead.
When life gives you lemons, right?
And before anyone says, "Oh no, not this again," I found
the most majestic thing happened.
a new rare horse. Okay, This is my third playthrough of the game. I've never seen this horse before. It's not a particularly good horse, stats-wise. It's the coat color that makes it rare. So it's like black and white. It looks like the top half of it's black, the bottom half of it's white. Has a
It's
black
basically a cow.
mane and a white tail and blue eyes. I'll post it on the Free Play Twitter.
Oh,
so you can
blue
see
eyes.
what it looks
That's a
like.
Horpins if I ever heard
Blue
one.
eyes.
It's got the blue eyes. So it's an American splashed paint horse.
What do we have to do to get Horpins in Red Dead as a type of horse? Like,
It's
you
done.
found a
It's-
magical Horpins.
Horpins was like the most generic horse I've learned.
If you can,
Not in my heart. You
your
know what?
face.
You know what? You talk to anyone who has a horse, and you say, "Oh, old Blue Eyes is just a boring old regular horse." You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna punch you in the face. You know,
You
they
said
don't
he was a
talk.
Tennessee Walker. The way you
Right
talked about
in
him
the
before
horse teeth,
made it seem
alright?
like Horpins was like a special breed or
It
like
wasn't a
something fancy.
mother-loving Tennessee Walker. No, I don't ride Tennessee Walkers.
Then what was it? Because you said it was a Tennessee Walker, and I was shocked.
No.
What was?
No,
what was it
no,
again?
no. Whenever my horses
he?
died, they put me on a Tennessee Walker, and I almost just rode them off a cliff.
That's why I was surprised when you said, "Oh, Horpins was a Tennessee Walker."
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Gross.
pull up the text.
if you could see the disgust on Matt's face right now.
I almost just quit the podcast.
No, let's see. Where is it?
Well,
There's
if
no
you, while
way.
she's looking that up, if you're a modder, if you can do this, I'd be
don't
even happy with it on PC because that's where you could really do all the mods. Just make a breed, change one of the breeds, not Tennessee Walker, please, for the love. Don't change one of the other breeds to be Horpins. That's all I want. It's simple, not asking for much, and then also maybe like create a headstone that just was like Rip
Please.
Horpins.
Yep.
That
Please.
just
I don't
it
even
always
see it. But
spawns near a stable.
you did say he was a Tennessee Walker, and I was like, I'm pretty
I
sure
would
he
never
wasn't.
in my wildest
And then you
dreams ride a
said that.
Tennessee Walker. A
You said that he
Tennessee
was-
Walker is like a bourbon or something. That's not a horse that you ride.
What was
okay?
he? What was he then? What was Horpins?
The better one. What's above a Tennessee Walker?
Tennessee Runner.
Maybe a Morgan. Was he a Morgan?
This sounds more familiar. Definitely. Tennessee Walker's like, oh, your horse died? Have this sympathy horse.
Because in
Yes.
the picture that you
that
photoshopped,
sounds more.
Horpins had like a really small head, so
It-
he wasn't like
How dare you? First off, how dare you sully his name?
he wasn't
Yeah,
like one of the
Kate, I
bigger
think-
working horse breeds. He wasn't
I
an
think
Arabian.
legally this is slander.
He wasn't. I just felt a little bit misled about
I'm coming
who
to
and
your
what Horpins was.
your Red Dead, and I'm shooting all of your horses.
No,
All of them. All of them.
you're gonna break in the
Let's
barn and light it
go.
on fire or what?
Yeah, you
Let's
will.
go.
Yeah, it's
that
over.
I would actually be pretty sad because I have that brindle warped Arabian horse. It's the one.
Well,
there's
brindle
only one,
warped-
That's
so-
the one you want. Yeah,
That's the first one I'm going after.
that's the cash cow, literally. Yep.
Well, just keep an eye out for this horse in Red Dead if you want. I did a bunch of treasure hunting also.
Yeah, like you do.
As one does.
I'm
yeah.
pretty loaded
Did you ever
right
find
now.
the UFO hut? Did you find the UFO hut
Yes,
ever?
I've seen the
Okay,
UFO
great,
hunt.
good.
Duh.
Hey,
I
stop
did
reading.
see. I've seen a couple things though in this playthrough that I've never seen before, and like this horse for one.
The hermit.
I've never seen it. I've seen the hermits, but I went in a cave. I had seen the hermit before, but I went in this cave, saw a hermit talking to himself in there.
Hermit crab. Yeah.
A hermit crab.
Hermit the crab, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are not sure what to play, or you're just waiting for your other game to get here from Amazon, you could just play Red Dead a little bit. I also booted up Animal Crossing, which I have not in 3 weeks at least. They
How about
told
those
me.
bugs?
My villagers told me, "Oh, you haven't been here in a month." Or, "You
There's some
haven't been here in
crazy
3 weeks."
bugs right now.
Yeah, there are. I had no roaches in my house, thank goodness, because
Oh,
I
I
was
had
like,
one. It's fine,
I
big deal.
wasn't ready to go
squished
back
them.
in there and see a bunch of roaches in my house.
I'm sure I
So-
have a termite problem for certain.
Probably.
For certain.
Is that
I did a
something you
bunch
have?
of. No, he's just,
Get out of here.
he doesn't.
That's how
know.
long it's been since I've logged in.
He doesn't know, but I did a bunch of room changing. Like I
Big mistake.
switched some of the decor from one room to another. Made my.
Did it feel good to get in there and play again?
It did, but there was
did.
just a lot of weeds and like. Then this villager who like freaks me out because they look like a scientific rabbit. You know, the ones they do the experiments on.
Yeah.
Like she's a white rabbit with red eyes, and she was saying, "Oh, I want to
Oh.
move," and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
like
thank
Horpins.
goodness."
Yeah.
But then,
Classic Tennessee Walker.
yeah. But then for some reason, I was like, "No, you can stay," and it's like, dang it, like
No, send it to my island. I want all the rabbits. I want all the
Ruby,
rabbits.
the
Yeah.
white rabbit with red eyes.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe next time I'll talk to her.
Okay,
But
deal.
there was
Done.
just a bunch of weeds around. The villagers saying, "Well, we haven't seen you in so long." And it wasn't as guilt trippy as the last Animal Crossing. Nobody had left; had just gone, and had new villagers in there. Nobody had left, so it was actually pretty fun. I've been doing some swimming around, pulling stuff out of the
haven't seen
ocean.
any of some of my friends in like 3 weeks. I hope they haven't moved. Just
I don't
like
think-
life.
Bugs though.
I don't
Yeah,
think
the
they've
bugs
moved,
in
but
the house.
I'm turning one of my rooms into like a fish room or whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Fish fry. Got it.
I'm just putting a bunch of fish in tanks and
like,
stacking
as
the
you
tanks
do. Yep, as you do. I got
in the
that.
room. So you'll have to come see that next. That and the bathroom museum are going to be open for business.
Okay. I'm
That's
in.
it. That's it. I'm
pass.
just
Hey,
just
Matt,
waiting
what have
for this.
you been playing?
Yeah, tell us.
Well, I've been doing my nightly game of NHL 20, and I've had some not real great luck as a team here.
Oh,
I
what
feel
else
like-
is new?
Well, hear me
Is
out.
it luck though?
I just feel like
Look, finish
they've
your
suddenly,
story, yeah.
like I was scoring goals almost anytime I wanted to, and that was cool. Like it was cool, and then suddenly,
It's almost
you
a fun game at that point.
it was kind of fun because like it wasn't like every time, but I at least would score a goal or two every game, and like it was still pretty close. But then like whatever happened, the AI, the computer, like they just decided to not let me
Get
do anything.
good,
Like
yeah.
I can't pass it, I can't hold the puck for more than like half a second, I can't shoot it, and then I am getting frustrated. I get in a fight in a game. You know, I was like, oh, that guy deserved it. I won the fight. Feel pretty good about that. Come back out next period. I totally like just lay this guy out. Like he's like sprawled out. Like think like he's doing like a snow angel on the ice. Like so spread out. he gets up, comes right at me, hits me, and he breaks my nose. And I'm out for 19 days because yeah.
That's great.
Personally, if I had a broken nose, I would still play.
You would
They
play,
didn't,
yeah.
they didn't give me the
Put me in,
option.
coach.
So I was angry. So I've had to take a break. I've had to take a little bit of a break, you know. I don't want to play frustrated. I want to have fun with the game. So
Well, you can't play for 19 days.
Yeah,
so.
you got to let your nose heal. So
it's
there's
healed.
that.
I've already played. I played the next game and I won finally. I didn't score a goal,
Yeah.
but we won. I scored goals while I was on the bench. My team did. I also started, like we talked a little bit about, played Ghost of Tsushima or Tsushima. And it's been a lot of fun. I've honestly, like, I've wanted to play so much, but I'm trying to save
Yeah.
as much as I can for the stream. I think I got like an hour in beyond what I played on the stream on, was that Friday?
Yeah. I think that you're
Oh.
probably fine.
I know. And I honestly, I don't have much time to even play. Like the stream is like my designated time. Like,
Yeah.
you can play video games now time. The rest of the time, like there's other stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
So
I would probably even say, Matt, like you like go ahead and play, and then just like if you get to a boss fight, that chill, turn it off,
okay.
go back to the save
Well,
point.
I've done 2 missions with a new sensei. He's teaching me about the bow and arrow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it's awesome. It's difficult. It's like, well, this is, you know,
What difficulty level are you playing on?
like the hardest ever, normal.
Oh.
Easy. Yeah.
No, I'm playing normal, whatever normal
That
is.
one on Doom with the baby bonnet and the binky.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what
the
level
one.
I'll be playing.
No, I just played normal. Like I at least want a challenge. I'm gonna die, and Bubba's been keeping track on the stream of my deaths. So we could a little death
Have you died
counter.
anymore?
I have 2 more times.
Two more times. All right. Let me update while we're doing
add
this
that
here.
up.
2
So
more
I'm
times.
really really enjoying that game, and I can like it's honestly kind of the game I needed. Like Maneater was a good like. It was fun. It was pretty frivolous. Like it had a story, but like I'm just eating stuff. Like it's not much more than that. So this is like the game I needed to dive in and like to captivate me. So
Oh.
I'm looking forward to playing more of it when I have the time for it. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe tonight after this. We'll see. Also, I didn't put this down there, but we're finishing up the Clone Wars. I have not ever finished all of the series of Clone Wars, and we're getting towards the end of season 5, and it's like getting so good. So, but I also watched one episode of Supermarket Sweepstakes. Did you guys ever watch that?
Yeah.
Growing up there?
Gosh.
So it's on Netflix, and I got
reasons.
down. Yeah, we watched this episode, and it's rough. Oh man, it is so cringy.
Yeah.
It is
Hold up well good.
cringe. So I started like I IMDb'd it, like check it out. It was on the air from 1990 to 2004. So it was on for a long time. Long time.
2004.
It was 3 or 4, but like long enough where like you're like, holy
That's a long
smokes, that's a
time.
long time. Whenever like at the end when they're doing their mad dash, the last dash, where like they've earned this time up to go and like collect the food. They all wore these sweaters with these dickies underneath. You guys know what a dickie is? Little collar dickies.
No.
So like, team 2's wearing this teal one with a white dickie underneath. It's like a dickie's like a collar that goes under like a sweater. It's not even a full shirt. It's just like the collar basically, maybe like a half shirt. Sounds super weird, but people wear them.
I'll have to look
Not
at
anymore.
Not anymore. Turns out if you're on that show and you lose, you get to keep the sweater, but you don't get to keep the dickie.
No dickies.
They look so bad. Like you're running around the supermarket, like throwing hams in your cart. Also found out that the food that is on it, like number one, the studio that they're in, like those are not refrigerated coolers that they keep the stuff in.
That's
Number
disgusting.
2, they use the same food the entire season. So he's like whoever wrote this, like you can see that some of the food starting to deteriorate, and the studio started to smell with some of them, like because they're throwing these items.
So what they have like meat that's just sitting there?
I guess I don't know.
That's
No idea.
disgusting.
So
You went and did research on Supermarket Sweep.
just IMDb, like wouldn't it be nice to know while you watched? Did you find this interesting? And I said yes.
Did you mean rotten meat?
I did. Honestly, for a lot of shows I watch, I always go to IMDb and like find out what. Do you guys not have the app on your phone? Because I do.
I don't have the app on my phone. You can look me up on there.
yeah.
Look me up on there next time. Look me up on
Oh,
there.
I never
It's
signed
either
in.
the app or we just go to imdb.com because Anna and I, every time we watch something
Isn't that person in that show?
What is that?
Who's that from?
that person's in something. We always say something. We never say something else. Don't ask me why. And immediately either her or I will say, yeah, it's this. I'm like, no, just stop. Don't be that person.
Erin doesn't have it on her phone, but she'll say, "Hey, look this. What are they in? Look it up.
Yep.
Get your phone out."
Did that to Anna last night. I was like, figure it out.
Yep, work it out.
I didn't know.
I think that's about all I've been playing and watching. We're finished season 2 of Westworld. We're moving on to season 3. Still really enjoying it. Season 2 was wild. Kate, have you started it yet? You haven't.
No, I don't have that.
It's on Amazon. I told you.
You told no. You
No,
said
it's not
that
Amazon.
it was on
No,
HBO.
listen, it is, but you can watch HBO shows on Amazon Prime.
So that's not how it works. You have to have HBO Max.
Bubba,
It's just like that's
stop.
important. That's an important step.
Let us just hold on. Kate, you can go and get a 7-day trial on Amazon Prime just to see if you like it.
And then forget.
And
Exactly.
And then
Then you
decide.
forget.
Set a reminder. We've been really enjoying that show. And if you don't know about it, parental warning. It is an adult show. It is violent.
Yeah, parental warning. Do not let your kids watch.
Do not. We watch it in the bedroom on the laptop with the door closed because we're tired of being interrupted at night. I don't know if you
Watch
have
it
this
on the
trouble or
toilet,
any other
yeah.
parents are listening have this trouble. Like our kids, after we put them in bed, they will not stay there. So like, the time for bed comes around, we sit down, like we have enough time for maybe a show before I have to be in bed to be up at 4:30. And it's this constant like, yes, what do you need? Oh, just getting a drink. I just need to use the bathroom. There's a bathroom back there right by your bedroom. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
we've
first
just been
day.
going in the bedroom with the laptop and closing the door, and it's been wonderful. We're able to watch all the shows like right through.
Yeah, we're watching Broadchurch on Netflix.
Oh, hey Bubba, what have you been doing? This goes to you. Broadchurch is good.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, who, me? This whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've actually been watching Broadchurch. I didn't even write that down, but just like talking about
It's good, man. It's really good. I want
going
more,
into
but
Well, I'm going to
Did you watch the third
IMDb
season?
that right now.
what's that?
Did you watch the third season?
When did that? I think I watched all of it.
You've probably watched 2 seasons.
Oh, what about season 3?
What about it, right?
It's out?
It's out now. And that's what we're watching.
Oh.
And so
Is
Anna
this
was
it?
like, we should.
Is this it? The murder of a young boy in a small coastal
Whoa,
town
whoa,
brings
spoilers,
a media
spoilers,
frenzy,
spoilers.
which
Yeah,
threatens
yes.
to tear the community
Yes.
apart.
Yes, that's
David
the one.
Tennant.
It's
That's all
David
you need to
Tennant.
know.
Yeah, it's David
That's
Tennant.
the-
That's all you need to know.
The doctor, the purple man.
The purple
the
nurple
legend.
man. Yeah.
He's in it.
Oh, wait, that's a different guy.
Is it though? So yeah, it's good. Again, not a kid show, but Anna and I, we really like the Sherlock and like crime drama, figure it out, mystery stuff. But Broadchurch is solid. It's so good. Yep, watch it. So that's what we're watching, and that's our kids were coming in as we were watching it, and it's probably not like Westworld. It's actually not like Westworld at all.
Yeah.
But
There's
as
just
far
moments
as,
that it has its moments.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about our kids walking in and seeing something. I'm more with Broadchurch worried about our kids walking in
Oh,
and
it's
hearing
a
something.
BBC show, and they're pretty like
loosey-goosey with
mother love
the
this,
old,
mother love that. Am I right?
the old parcel tongue, as it
Yeah,
were.
parcel tongue.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
we're watching
didn't-
a little bit of that.
I thought they were done after 2 because I had looked and they were saying like, yeah,
so
2 and done.
did
Didn't look
everybody.
hard enough.
Yeah. Well, Anna was like, oh, she wanted to go back and watch Broadchurch. And she's like, I started it the other day and I didn't remember anything that they were talking about. She started the 3rd season and then was like, what? So I think to be fair, Netflix could do a better job of how they promote the things that are new and what's actually coming out and all sorts of stuff. I think they just slap stuff on there every now and again, and
Surprise.
we're left to our own devices to figure out what's new or not. And speaking of that, also didn't write this down, but we were on Disney Plus yesterday, day before yesterday.
Oh.
X-Men: Days of Future Past and
I saw it.
Apocalypse are on
Yeah.
there, and also the Fantastic Four movie, the new one. And so it's happening, ladies and gentlemen.
They're on the way. Welcome home, X-Men.
The OG X-Men are not on there, which is
But they were. No, they were.
No. cartoon.
Oh. You're talking the OG movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
okay.
the
Gotcha.
do. Yeah, Jubilee was in the first episode. What in the world? How did it take off after that?
guys pick on someone your own size.
Fireworks. Yeah.
I'm
Sorry, Jubilee.
still plugged in. Anybody? Master Mold? No, just me.
The Sentinel
Kate, I'm sorry.
from nowhere. What in the
What?
world? Okay.
Kate's yawning like crazy here because she says
I was yawning,
BFD
sorry.
or X-Men stuff. I'm a yawn.
No,
I'm not
Anybody
just
who's
yawning.
Jubilee.
never
Had a-
seen the X-Men cartoon, go and watch that episode. You will also yawn. It's kind of a snoozer.
I've got a lot of things I want to talk about that first episode that baffle me. I'm just going to mention one thing, Bubba, and you can move on. Sabretooth cannot lift up cars and throw them. He does not have super strength, okay?
Yes, he does. I saw
No,
it.
he does not.
A little nitpicky here,
Well,
aren't we?
to be
No,
fair,
he
there was
doesn't.
nobody in the car, so
Maybe the car had no engine. He could pick it up. I could understand that, but
Yeah,
he was,
it was-
picking up
it
cars
was just-
over his head and throwing them. No, you don't.
He also has the skin of a saber-toothed tiger. So
We're
what are
going
you
to start a podcast where we watch every episode of X-Men the cartoon and critique them. I am
Don't you
all
dare. Don't
freaking
you
about that.
dare.
Please,
Well,
Ken.
Matt,
Have
Matt,
fun with that. I don't
that's our
wanna do
Twitch
it. I'm out.
content. Matthew.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Write
we're
down.
working
Write that
on it.
down.
Right
Write it
now.
down.
that down.
I'm 100% in for that.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Matt.
Okay.
Because then
You're
you know
welcome.
you know what's after that though. Like the podcast doesn't end. Like the show does not end after X-Men. We've got Real Ghostbusters. We've got Ninja Turtles.
Oh, so we are.
Dude, we
all
are
of them.
we're
okay.
set. We
Wow.
are set.
If you'd like to partner with us, that's lovethynerd.com/partner. We got a lot of shows to watch. I'm going to have to
This
quit
is
my
how
job
the
to watch
ideas
it.
are made. You
Never
just
been
heard it
more
now.
excited about anything for Love Thy Nerd.
I'm in for this 100%. You got a little
Okay.
foretaste of things to come there.
Sorry. What else have I been playing?
Who
Been playing
cares
Minecraft
anymore?
Dungeons. So speaking of Twitch, been playing Minecraft Dungeons. I beat it
Congrats.
on accident,
All right, that happens.
but with
That's
any
not the
dungeon
first
crawler-
time.
Yeah,
in
you're
a
not
game.
wrong. With any dungeon crawler, that's the tip of the iceberg. It's like, who cares? We finished season 1 of The Expanse. Matt, you're my best friend.
Oh, come on.
This is a sandwich statement.
I know. I already know what's coming. I know these things.
I am not sold on The Expanse.
There it is.
I think that the
Overhyped.
season finale, bit of a snoozer, honestly, if I'm being real.
Is that where the
thought-
hole opened up?
Did it?
No, I don't know.
Wow, you don't even.
I'm having a hard time remembering. They got off the ship, or they got off Eros.
Okay.
That's what or Eris.
Matt's face is not saying anything.
Xerxes.
Trying to
Can't
keep
get
it-
read.
They got
Trying
off
to
the
keep it
little
blank.
rock where everybody was trying, the government or whatever was trying to release the blue goop, and so they got off of that station, Aero Station.
Yeah.
And that was the season finale, and I was like,
Well, you're missing out.
it was like I got plenty of time to watch more episodes. I was like, take a break. Come back to this
I'll go
later.
to bed now.
Go watch Westworld.
But here's the deal. For as little as you remember about the first season, that kind of tells me there's not like a whole lot in that first season that holds it together. That it's not such an anchor. It makes me believe that there's better things coming in future seasons.
Oh, the optimist approach.
Better days are coming.
Yeah. So that's I have to think and believe in that way. So, also played a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima. I got all the way to Name Your Horpins, and that's where I stopped. And then just Twitch. Guys, I can't say enough. Like, we have been working a lot on Twitch. We're doing giveaways in Twitch now.
Yep.
Every Saturday we're giving away a board game. We're trying to be more frequent about that. We've got Quarantine Con t-shirts that we need to give
There you
away,
go.
that we're going to be giving away. You got to be in there. You got to watch, and you have to, at the very least, follow, and then just type the command whenever we're running the giveaway. And the command is !dibs. You're freaking welcome.
And then you entered.
And then
Well, you
you're
look
good.
very pleased with yourself right now, Bubba.
When I saw that I could change it, it took 0.05 seconds for me to go, oh, it's dibs. Oh yeah, that's dibs.
So easy.
And then I immediately messaged Matt, and I was smiling when I messaged him.
You're like, guess what? I made it dibs.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Shit, that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
If you are a subby over on Twitch, whether it's Prime
Yeah,
or
I'm a subby,
whatever,
yeah.
Get out of here, Kate. You get 2 entries for every giveaway that we do. Now, you have to go in and type !dibs, but when you do, you get 2 entries, whereas everybody else gets 1. So we won't give a little bit of an incentive, and to be honest with you, when we have bigger things for people that have subscribed for maybe longer or whatever, like, we can bump those up to where now you maybe get 3 instead of 1. Like, we can alter those a little bit to reward the people that are going on this journey with us, while also saying thank you to the people who are at the very least watching. So make sure, if you're not already on there, twitch.tv/lovethynerd, go ahead and follow us. Okay, so all that out of the way, let us know on Twitter @FreePlayPodcast. What are you playing? We want to know. Join us on stream, twitch.tv/lovethynerd. In the chat, what are you playing? We're interested. We're playing, a lot of us in the world are playing Ghost. Kate will have played Ghost by the time you hear this.
Hopefully.
Anna asked me why I picked it up, because I could have just got Paper Mario, right? Like that was the thing.
Yep.
I could have just got the one, but I told her, hey, this is the first game in a long time that the three of us will play together, like at the same time, like
yeah, unless
concurrently.
It's already not at the same time because you guys
Well,
already got yours.
Kate, I've played 3 hours. You will do that in 1 day.
We are. She'll double that in a day. We're all kind of playing with a shotgun start here, so that's not an issue. I'm not worried about that. But like that, you know, I missed the boat on Red Dead. Totally freaking missed the boat.
Hey, we can jump back to that if you want to.
I know.
It's not
I know
too
that we
late.
can.
It's never too late. It's never too late. Start.
But I
tell you
have
everything.
Ghost, and we're going to be giving away a copy of Ghost with the day one launch stuff, which is like a PlayStation background or a theme.
We are? The
It's
Free Play
a- yeah.
podcast is giving it away?
No, we're going to be giving away on stream. It'll be
I
a
thought you were
physical
saying
copy. It's a digital mini soundtrack.
Dibs.
The Jin avatar and
Dibs.
also the Jin PS4 dynamic theme. So
That's the
we're
lunch day version?
yeah, the lunch day edition. We're going to be giving away a physical copy plus the bonus stuff as well, and we're going to give it away whenever Matt is done with his game. So whenever he finishes it and beats it on stream, this thing goes
And he's
out.
he's going to autograph it, I heard, also.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
is-
When you beat it, you sign the inside of the box.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that. So be on the lookout for that. But hey, speaking of Ghost of Tsushima, we want to talk just a little bit about it.
Yeah, I have some questions that I'd like answered.
It's a fantastic game. We're going to get that out of the way. IGN rated it 9 on their out of 10 scale. And that was with some pretty, what I would consider major concerns about it. But like
Were
Yeah,
they,
they
were
did.
they
of the
concerned
game,
about stealth?
It was stealth.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the biggest thing that I've seen about it. But then all the ratings and people talking about it made it seem like, oh, yeah, stealth's
Through the roof.
kind of weird,
Yeah.
but this game is so great. And I'm like, oh, then it must not be that big of an issue. Have you guys run into that?
Well,
or?
that was an issue that I had. No, Matt doesn't know anything about stealth.
I'm fine.
Like, Matt was learning about stealth and was like, "Hey, can I get a piggyback ride from this guy?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
there's a
I'm
clip
gonna
on
give you the
Twitch
clip
about
if you haven't seen it. It's so funny.
that. Put that in the show notes.
You're laughing at what you did on the stream?
Yeah. Okay. Everybody,
Yes.
quick thing, like I'm supposed to be stealthy, and I didn't really listen to what this lady was telling me to do, so I was just gonna run. I just ran. This guy saw me, and instead of like running and hiding, I ran around behind him. I was just standing there. He didn't see me, and then suddenly he saw me, and I died.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So
send it to me
Kate,
later.
let's talk a little bit about the game. You got questions? We've got some articles and stuff to talk about, but
I mostly just want to know, like, what has stood out to you guys so far that you think would be like of interest to me or to anybody who hasn't played the game yet but is going to, or who's interested in playing the game but hasn't picked it up.
Yeah, I
You
think
start.
the first thing you're going to notice in the game is just how beautiful it is. The scenery, like it's so well done. Honestly, it's like a picture. It's like a perfect picture almost all the time. There's always something to kind of be looking at. And I kind of akin that to like a Red Dead, where like in Red Dead, there's always stuff around you like you can look at.
That's true.
You can zoom and move your camera in a way, and you can see this beautiful sunset, or you can see these trees, this river, this
Yeah, or
waterfall,
like
whatever.
Like a dead deer on the road.
A dead deer, like whatever, And I think that's going to be the first thing you're really going to see. But and beyond that, like the story, like you just jump right into it. Like you are like,
yeah,
you don't get much tutorial. You're like, hey, you're in this giant battle, don't die.
basically.
Like,
you're
good
in
luck.
it. Yeah, they don't teach you buttons. You don't know the block button. They teach you what the sword swinging button is. That's about it. And you're like this huge battle trying to move forward. And I think just with that, like that hooked me right there. I was like, oh yes, I am in for this. Bubba, you talked a little bit about the music earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, like, real quick, just to piggyback, like, Matt's wife was on stream with him in the background, and she just kept, like, making him stop and look around at the scenery, because she's like, this is gorgeous, this is beautiful. And honestly, it's not even as good as it could be.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, they just had to make some concessions. from even what it was when they showed it at E3, I think in like 2018 or something like that. We
Yeah.
got that first look. So, but the music is dope. Like it does what any good video game should do, is that it changes based on what you're doing. So like you could be like walking around, it's very serene, it's whatever. You get into like the start of a battle, and then like you can do like a standoff, and it goes to like this like old school like samurai movie soundtrack, kind of a mood. And then as you get into the heat of battle, you start hearing like the war drums, like don 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 don. And then when you make the final slash, it just like dies, like and like fades out. Like it's the little things really in this game that I don't want to say everybody else, why the heck don't you do this? Because I don't think it's that simple. But you can look and see like, man, Sucker Punch freaking like they put a lot into this game.
And
I
just
thought
like
it was what?
I was gonna say with that sort of similar, as you progress through the game, and I'm not here yet, like you can kind of choose your paths, sort of like they're kind of pushing you more towards this ghost type character, like this assassin samurai, which is not really a thing. Like samurais are very much like you look your opponent in the eye, you know, you respect them. But the more you kind of get into these ghost powers, they kind of encourage you to use, the weather will change based on kind of like how you're acting, what you're doing. So being this ghost character,
awesome.
like it's more of like it's stormy, it's raining, like so. Yeah, we're gonna say Kate.
I thought it was cool because Steven and I watched one of the PlayStation State of Play on this game.
Yeah.
I put it on the TV. We were watching it. Steven was pretty hyped about it.
Really?
Because he's like, this looks, he's really
He
excited
was
to
like,
watch
where
me
are all
play
the
it.
trucks?
No, he's moved on. He hasn't played SnowRunner in days.
What?
Yeah, he's moved on. So
Steven, no.
he's
I'm gonna play
he's
this
excited to see this game. It was like an 18-minute, I think, ish video of just like gameplay and stuff with the devs talking and like explaining stuff. And Steven said it looks cool. He thought, oh, how cool when it says like the gust of wind that kind of provides direction for you to
Yes.
go
Yeah.
and walk, and like the whole
Watching
like
Matt
following
really figure that out was glorious.
the following the
it.
little birds and the foxes and stuff to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Yeah.
to see stuff. It's like very natural cues as to
Yeah.
where you should look and what you should do. That's kind of like optional, but like very true to the environment. I'm just really excited to.
We had somebody
see
hop
that.
in and they were like, wow, this minimal HUD.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah,
It's
it's
so-
basically not
it's-
there at all. Like
Yeah.
you're going to get, it's the game. That's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on the game. Everything else
Yeah.
is just basic.
Yep.
And that's why that concept of the wind as like the closest thing that you're going to get to a mini map
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
just
Well,
such
Matt's-
a cool,
I think
different
Matt
idea.
said that. Wow, how do I know where to go? Where's my mini map?
And I'm just trying to remember not to
follow the
need
wind,
it.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, I am gonna follow it.
Yeah. Also, Kate, another thing that you would really like, and I mentioned this before, and I just keep saying it. It has the most robust photo mode
Yes.
of any game.
I've seen some of
period.
it and it's pretty wild. The fact that you can even do like small videos.
Yeah, you can change the particle effect. So, like,
So sweet.
all right, the wind is blowing, or okay, obviously the wind is blowing, but like leaves are falling, or grass is blowing, or whatever. Like, you can change what it is. That is the particle.
Did you see the whole thing where you could change basically the entire game so it'll be like a classic samurai movie, so it's
Yes.
black and
Yeah.
white instead of the vibrant colors, and then you can have the Japanese actual
Yes.
authentic voiceover with subtitles? That's pretty
So-
gnarly. Like
So here's the issue with that, and this is a negative for me, right? This is a bane. So you can turn it to, I forget what it's called, something mode anyway, but it's
Yeah.
exactly that. Like, hey, old school Japanese samurai movie. You can change it to that, and it puts a grain over it, and it kind of like pixelates the image.
yeah,
to
ever
kind
so
of give it,
slightly. Like
yeah. And so like it does that, and that's cool. I have no problem with that. It puts black bars on the top and the bottom, so it looks, very cinematic. You can, by default, it sets Japanese word, like audio to English subtitles. The problem is all of the motion capture work for the video or for the scenes, the cutscenes, is done in English.
oh, so like the lip sync isn't
the
a thing.
lips don't sync at all, and
Gotcha.
like the Japanese dubs are kind of dry in comparison to the English voiceovers. So
I was saying to Steven that I don't really know. It's like they put so much time into this alternate mode that I don't know how many people are really going to do or take advantage of that mode.
a lot of people, because it's a hipster kind of thing. Like even myself, who I didn't grow up watching Japanese films, I started playing in that mode.
Really?
Yeah, I even started playing with our overlay to make it desaturated and all sorts of stuff, so it just looked like that kind of a deal on stream.
Very interesting.
I
That's
ended
really
up rolling
interesting to
back
me.
on that because I was like, it's not doing it for me. I mean, it's cool. I'm glad that it's in there.
Right.
Awesome. But I would rather see it in full resolution if I can.
Yeah.
I would rather be able to, like, I do English voice and English subtitles.
Me too.
And, so I did it. I mean, maybe if I went back and played it again, it'd be fun to do it in that
on your
kind of
third
thing.
playthrough, you can do it.
It just seems like, man, you're missing out on a lot of like the color that is part of the world if you do the black and white mode.
Well, here's the deal too. Like if I'm busy reading subtitles, this is my whole thing with anime in general. If I'm busy reading subtitles, I'm missing what's happening on the screen.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
I want to be able to
that's true.
focus on what's going on the screen. And so that's why I'm always a dub over sub kind of guy when it comes to anime. Not that I have a huge interest in any of it. But when I do, that's what I'd rather have dubs. That's why I watch Pokemon.
Rolling on dubs.
Interesting.
Well, Metacritic has it listed as, what was that, Matt? 17?
Yeah, 17's best PlayStation exclusive game. Is it 17 or is it in the 7?
It's 17th. This person like took the highest or took all the games that were listed in Metacritic and calculated what the top PlayStation 4 exclusives have been, and this came in at number 17 with a score of 83.
Yeah, which is not a bad score. It's
Not
better
at
than
all.
good, obviously. And I have not heard negative things about it, honestly, outside of like the stealth being weird and all, some of that stuff too. People have not gone, that game is just overrated, overhyped.
Yeah, I
What a
haven't seen anyone
piece of
say
garbage.
Well,
No,
I
they're
think
like-
if you think about this, like this list they made, 17th. Wow, you're like, wow, 17th, but just a few spots above it at 12 is Spider-Man, and everyone loves that game. And Horizon Zero Dawn is at 10. So like, it's really close. Spider-Man got an 87, Ghost got an 83, Horizon got an 89. It's
Points.
all real close.
I mean,
And at the top of the list is like Last of Us Remastered, Last of Us Part 2 with 94 and 95, and God of War with a 94. So it's like these are really intense games that it's already made the list with if you're looking at PlayStation 4 exclusives. So
Yeah, you sit down and you like legit look at PlayStation exclusives, and it's a baffling list. It's hard to rank them because that's why people buy PlayStations. I don't buy a PlayStation so I can play Destiny 2. Like that's not what I'm doing. Like the PlayStation, I want to play God of War. I want to play Horizon. I want to play, Last of Us, these kinds of games, Spider-Man. Like,
you know what is number one on this list of PlayStation 4 exclusives with the highest Metacritic score? Persona 5 Royale with a 95. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I mean, like, if you guys haven't played Ghosts, you just get on. You can watch Matt play it this week. Just like I said, head on over to twitch.tv/lovethynerd. But that is going to do it for this episode of the Free Play Podcast, episode 97. Guys, we are 3 episodes away from, well, I guess technically 2 episodes away from our 100th episode. So we're gonna do something.
Yeah, well,
figure
remember
out how
I'm
to
going
do
on
it.
vacation. I'm
Yeah.
going on vacation 2 weeks from today. I'm leaving. So
It's probably fine. Well, hey, be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, USA and Canada, radio.com, SoundCloud, and basically anywhere else that you find stuff on the internet. If you can't find us, just go to lovethynerd.com/freeplay and click the RSS button, and then you can plug it in wherever the heck you want to. We just want to be there where you are. This is our aerial complex. We want to be where the people are. So if you still can't figure it out, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter at Free Play Podcast, and we'd love, love, love to get you to listening to us. You found us already. Just do what you did again. Repeat.
Yeah, even I can do it.
Yeah, even Kate can, but she won't. She'll wait until everybody else is not doing it, and then she'll do it. Hey, if you're not already a part of the Love Thy Nerd Facebook group, just do it. Get on Facebook, search Love Thy Nerd. A community is going to pop up. Request to join. Answer the question, what's up, nerd? Super simple. And also, you're going to see our Facebook page. Go ahead and like that sucker and follow us on that as well. And we would love it if you went and got into our Discord. That's where we are right now. It's in Discord. Discord's great. We do a lot of stuff on there, and we are looking to do more. So that's going to be lovethynerd.com/Discord. And if you know anything about it, you know how great it's going to be. You can also find us, Love Thy Nerd, on, like I said, Facebook, but also Instagram and Twitter at Love Thy Nerd. And be sure to follow the Free Play Podcast on Twitter at Free Play Podcast as well.
You'll see some riveting content on there.
That's look at that promise right there. Coming a shot.
It's true. I have something I'm going to post tonight. So it's about what Steven watches on YouTube.
Ooh-wee. He's not even a host. Look at what's going down here.
Because you'll like it. That's why I'm posting it on there.
We'll see. Hey, once again, I'm Bubba Stallcup.
Ja boy, Matt Warmbier.
Kate.
I'm hit me.
Oh.
No,
I'm not going to say your guys' lame whack name.
Get
it's
out
me,
of
Kate
here.
Kawaki.
Hey, and for Chaboy, Jonathan Johnson. What?
Yeah, I like that.
Hey,
Let's keep saying
he's
that.
our
I like
man.
that one.
We'll catch you
Use
next
that.
week. And if no one else tells you this, remember it's true. Jesus loves you, nerd.
You have been listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. Be sure to rate and review the show and share on all the social media.
Clausen, we're going to give you another one.
Why?
To see if these all...
My clap,
Because
I
it's-
misclapped.